Well, CoastLife, it is Tuesday, and with or without Charlie, who is out today, and we've got our very own, the lovely Kendall Gordon filling in, we got to get through our great debate.
Yes, I always wanted to do that.
You nailed it. And today's great debate. We didn't expect this to necessarily get so heated, but when you think about it, you start thinking, do I even know these people that I work with? Mac and cheese. How do you eat it? With a fork or with a spoon? Kendall, I'll turn this over to you first.
Yes, well, yesterday I was speaking with Charlie, and he was like, fork or spoon? Clearly there's one right answer for this. I was like, duh, a fork. He goes, no, a spoon. And that's when it hit me. I was like, oh. I was like, this is a heated topic, and yeah, we're gonna have to debate this because I typically prefer to eat it with a fork. That is the right answer.
Well, speaking of Charlie and his opinion on our great debate, he felt very strongly about this, and even though he can't be here on the couch, he still did want to participate in our great debate, so he has texted the group chat. Kendall, what is Mr. Sakaitis saying?
Yes, on behalf of Mr. Sakaitis, the great thing about America is that the First Amendment guarantees everyone the freedom of speech. It's our most important axiom. The natural consequence of that, however, is it gives free rein for people to be dead wrong. And if you're eating mac and cheese with a fork, that's what you are, dead wrong. Give me the spoon, and not just any spoon, the big spoon. More mac, more cheese in every bite. I'm Charlie Sakaitis, and I approve this message. Well, that's very on brand for Charlie. That is loud and wrong.
Very on brand for Charlie. He might not even be the only wrong opinion that we have. We'd love for you to participate. We've got a poll up on our Facebook page.
Yes, but Leah, I'd also love to hear from you. What do you think on this?
I would say that probably most of the time I end up eating it with a fork because I usually eat it as like a side dish with something. So like it's on a plate, and as a side dish, I'll eat it with a fork because it's what I've already got in my hand. So that's how we're eating it. But I will say that if I eat mac and cheese as like the main attraction and that is the meal, I'm going in with a spoon.
Interesting.
Especially for like a saucy, like a cheese sauce.
Yes.
It's got to be a spoon so you get more of the sauce.
You guys were mentioning that, yeah, that you use the spoon to kind of scoop the mac into the cheese. I get that part of it.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can kind of still have that same action with a fork, and the mac and cheese is still kind of
like the noodle will still be on there, but depending on how saucy the cheese sauce is, it'll just slide through the tines on the fork.
Okay, I love the sound effects.
Gotta have them.
But I saw somebody also mention too, it kind of depends on which type of mac and cheese noodle it is, because if it's a shell, they tend to use like a spoon. Whereas if it's like that typical macaroni, they'll use a fork.
You can catch it on the fork.
Right.
Yeah. So we always turn this over to you. Over on our Facebook page, we've got the poll up. At the time of this recording, we were about a 50-50 split. Some people asking some follow-up questions. We're trying not to allow that in this one, all right? You've got to pick one. But some good points, like the noodle, it depends.
Yes.
And I think, too, when you say mac and cheese, people picture different things. Like a baked mac and cheese is different from like a saucier mac and cheese, you know, a quick little microwave action, you know, and you call it a day. So I think that also makes a difference because for a baked mac and cheese, I really do feel like the only answer is fork.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right though. For the microwave mac and cheese, I think I actually do tend to eat that with a spoon.
So there are some conditions, but we are always trying to make sure that you pick one. We do know that Charlie's pick was a spoon as well, but Charlie's always up for some wild food picks.
You know, he's a super taster, so
he's a super taster.
His opinions on these are never valid when it comes to our food. He's just automatically deemed not credible.
But yes, we do like to hear from you as well. If you do have some more opinions or things to say about the great debate, you can always chime in, throw it in the comments. We love to hear from you, and we want to hear from you on our poll because we're going to start recapping these tomorrow on the show, and we'll kind of give a final answer and settle our great debate. And Kendall will be out and about on the street getting some answers from you as well. So it's just going to be a lot of fun. We're ramping up our great debates here on CoastLife.
Yes, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to hit the street, see what you guys have to say, whether you think you prefer a fork or a spoon for your mac and cheese. So you guys got to let us know.
We shall see. Only time will tell. But speaking of mac and cheese, maybe you're getting a little hungry. Coming up next on CoastLife, we've got this week's Dish of the Week.